Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the Healthcare Academic Career Planning Conference took place yesterday, inviting students all around the area to look at future careers. And the Bradford County Sheriff's Office has reopened after recent financial trouble.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. The time is 5:31 on September 21st. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And I keep thinking of the song, Brandon. 24. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to sing with me this morning?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The song.
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll talk about weather.
I was probably asleep or something. I don't know. I'm not with you this morning.
We'll come back to this.
Exactly. Let's get into the forecast. Maybe it's the fog out there this morning that's affecting me. But again, we're keeping an eye on that. Not as bad as it has been, but some patchy, dense fog that's not showing up on all the sensors. So be careful out there. The biggest spots, actually the biggest spot of fog on the map here is Harlan at 2 miles of visibility. So be careful out there. Remember the airports that those sensors are at are typically up on the ridges and the fog is in the valleys. Temperatures not too bad this morning, between 50 and 63. 50 in Clintwood to 63 there in Moorhead, kind of mid to upper 50s, low 60s out there for a lot of folks, and even region wide. Look at Owensboro, 70 degrees out there this morning, 56 in Ashland, Cincinnati, and 56 in the Tri-Cities, upper 60s, Bowling Green, Clarksville, Nashville, Carbondale, and Paducah, along with Louisville. 81 this afternoon. We're going to see rain chances kind of going by the wayside today. We're not going to see any rain chances there. So we're going to continue to stay dry for a little while longer, and that rain trend continues to push back. I'll tell you more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. Olivia?
Brandon, thank you. After an 8-month investigation, an Eastern Kentucky man is behind bars. Magoffin County Sheriff Bill Meade says deputies arrested Gregory Howard, who had been on the run since last month. He was arrested Tuesday night in the Bloomington community. Howard was charged with 17 counts of knowingly or intentionally distributing pills containing oxycodone and conspiracy to distribute controlled substances. He is also facing federal parole violation charges. 2 Eastern Kentucky men have been arrested on drug charges. Deputies with the Floyd County Sheriff's Department responded to a suspicious person complaint in the Weeksbury community on Monday. During their investigation, deputies got a search warrant that resulted in the discovery of fentanyl and crystal meth. 26-year-old Trey Little of Pikeville and 40-year-old Joshua Burchett of Weeksbury were taken to the Floyd County Jail. One person is recovering after a logging incident in Martin County. It happened on Coldwater Road on Monday. Firefighters with the Inez Fire and Rescue posted on social media that when they arrived, the person was in a very remote area of a logging operation and was seriously hurt. The person, whose name has not been released, had a possible leg fracture and had to be taken out through some rugged terrain in a rescue basket. There is no word on their condition. The Bradford County Sheriff's Office has temporarily reopened. Sheriff John Holland told us about this Wednesday. The Sheriff's Office had been closed due to insufficient funds. The Bradford County Fiscal Court meeting will be held next Tuesday at 5 p.m. to determine how much money can be allotted to the Sheriff's Department, which will impact their ability to operate moving forward. Holland also went on to say the Fiscal Court is doing everything they can to help. As fall arrives this weekend, there are some things you may need to keep an eye on when doing outdoor activities. Copperheads are one of the few venomous snakes Kentucky has, and it is a snake that many here in the mountains come across. There is something about this time of year when you could see more of them. They can be a common sight in the fall, but Kristen Wiley of the Kentucky Reptile Zoo says copperheads do not want to hurt you.
Copperheads, just like any snake, don't want to bite us. They don't want to have any interaction with us. So if you leave them alone, you don't have anything to worry about. If you can see the snake, it's no longer dangerous to you because you can avoid it.
Wiley says typically by mid to late October, copperheads become a lot less active. High school students across the region gathered at Hazard Community and Technical College yesterday for the Healthcare Academic Career Planning Conference. I was able to join them at the college yesterday. A conference focused on the future healthcare workers of Kentucky.
This really gives our area high school students a wonderful opportunity, if they are interested in the healthcare field, to explore a lot of different program options and careers that maybe they haven't really thought about before.
More than 150 high schoolers from 8 different schools attended the conference. The focus was on connecting the future professionals with the current.
We've got dentistry, we've got physical therapy, we've got pharmacy, we've got a physician assistant, we've got medical laboratory science, we've got Midway, who has a new RN to MSN bridge program that's one of our partners, and it's all online.
Opening the door for students like Lauren Morris, who already has an idea of the path she wants to take.
So I think I want to do pharmacy. I hope to see what I need for school and everything like that, and see what kind of opportunities I have around here.
Showing students that they can create a bright future right here at home. Just like HCTC President Jennifer Linden says some have already done.
We have one student who is actually now over pediatrics at the University of Kentucky. We have many of our students who, if you're in the hospital and you need to see a nurse or you need to see a doctor, chances are they started here at HCTC.
Hoping the next generation knows they do not have to leave the mountains to achieve their dreams.
They can start right here at home, and in many instances complete right here at home without having to leave the area.
Because healthcare workers are needed now more than ever. For more information on yesterday's conference at HCTC, visit our website at WYMTcom. The Pine Ridge Regional Industrial Authority received a grant from the Economic Development Authority that will help to expand Hazard Community and Technical College. The grant is $2 million that will go towards building a new high-tech facility. The facility will serve students in Breathitt, Lee, Owsley, and Powell counties. The laboratory will be home to HCTC's Electrical Technology program.
The grant is actually being awarded to Pine Ridge Industrial Authority, and it has been an endeavor between CRAD, Pine Ridge Industrial Authority, and HCTC. So while the grant is being awarded to Pine Ridge Industrial Authority, it will be used for training by Hazard Community and Technical College. So we're really excited about the impact that it's going to have on students and on the region.
HCTC will use more funds from private donations to later expand this facility to house more programs. Farmers were recognized at the state capitol yesterday. It comes as the agriculture community recognizes National Ag Safety Week and Farmer Appreciation Day. Advocates say farmers put food on the table, but often don't look out for their own health. And as WYMT's Phil Pendleton explains, some farmers are losing the fight to stay alive in more ways than one.
The area between the Capitol and Annex was filled with tractors and tents Wednesday.
Keep doing the health checks, keep visiting people, keep talking.
It was a health fair and Farmer Appreciation Day all rolled into one. It's part of the Raising Hope Kentucky initiative focused on farmers' mental health and their concerns.
Suicide rates in agriculture are statistically 5 times higher than the national average, and even double the rate for those seen in veterans.
Advocates say farmers often ignore their own health because they're just too busy. People who depend on their products may not understand.
That from the moment a farmer gets up in the morning, he or she, till the moment they get to bed at night, they are surrounded with the pressure of making their farm life successful.
It's easy to take for granted what's on the dinner table, to look and see what's on there and not realize where it came from or the people that grew it, or possibly even the challenges that they had producing it.
So, we need food, fiber, and shelter in our lives. Farmers provide all 3 of those.
Comes as the fall season arrives, what farmers call harvest season.
So I just want to give a shout out, share the road. Be patient, be patient with them because they're harvesting their crops for the year, and that puts food on our tables, but also puts food on their tables, but we want to make sure they get back to their families safely.
Just tell our farmers we love them and appreciate them.
Advocates say most of what happened Wednesday was the culmination of a lot of people working together. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Lawmakers say they have been able to allocate millions of dollars in recent budgets to help the Raising Hope initiative. Coming up, Wheel of Fortune had a winner that's close to home and well known for some.
Our late season warm snap will continue as we get ready to start our wrap up summertime at the end of this week, which is tomorrow. I'll tell you when we can see some fall air in here in about 3 minutes.